Hello and welcome back to Evoland 2. Last time we solved some puzzles and completed this, at least the first two halves here. Let's see where this gate that we've opened will lead us. Are the stairs? They are stairs. Oh, I see. One of these kinds of things. And pots. Boss fight? Possibly a boss fight. Well, that's something. Ah, it's you again. Who broke my beautiful pots? I loved those pots. Oh. I recognize you. You're the ones who came and chased my ghost friends out of the forest. And now that I've got new friends, you want to take those away from me too? Not really. I suspect that was a non-choice. Yep. I don't believe you. I say I have no choice. I'll have to get rid of you. Oh, I was... Oh, I see. I see how this works. At least the first stage. Watch for shadows. Wait for him to take a look at the... There he is. How am I going to hit this? Okay, down he goes. More projectiles than before. I'm surprised I haven't been taking a whole bunch of hits from this. Oh, should I be using another character there to do more damage, maybe? I'm not sure if it's time-based or if he's damage-based. Nope, never mind. I guess it was damage-based, because that triggered immediately. Just keep moving. It always seems... there we go. That's what I was expecting to happen this whole fight. Nope. Okay. Time-based. Fina does no damage to him, so I guess I'm just gonna hit him with my sword. Ah. Do I not have to aim? I might not have to aim at all. I think they might just automatically fly to him. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage suddenly. Ah. One more hit and I'm dead. How do I dodge that? I don't know. Is that it? Okay, we don't stab him again, we talk to him. You're just too strong. Sorry, my friends. Once again, I have failed to protect you. But we don't want to attack your friends. She speaks the truth. We simply require your assistance. You seem strong enough to remove the boulder from Main Bridge. Ah, right, that thing. The boulder? Why didn't you say so? But you attacked us first. Oh dear, I suppose so. Please forgive me. I only thought... Actually, I should be thanking you. After our encounters, I had a change of heart. Since I've lived alone for so long, I resolved to make some actual friends. I suppose humans aren't so bad after all. It's been ages since that whole ghost thing. Anyway, you're quite the looker for your age, ma'am. If you have any tips for keeping your skin so smooth, I might be interested. Although I'm not human, I'm starting to get these wrinkles and... Hey! I'm still young! Might we get back to the issue at hand? I want to find my people. Ergo, we have to cross that bridge. Okay, so by coming in here first, I skipped the part where it would tell me why I needed to come in here, but this all makes sense. And we know why that boulder's there. It's because Minos put the boulder there in the past. Sadly, I don't have the strength to do that, but you're a demon, aren't you? Yes. Then perhaps I could help you. Think of it as an apology for attacking you. We Guardians are able to harness mana. Ah, there we go. Mana? My dad mentioned that once. It's some kind of natural energy. You find it in all living things, but it's dangerous in large doses. Yes, that's right. They say it's possible to increase a demon's strength using mana. How about I give you mine? Really, it's the least I can do. You got mana, natural life energy, guaranteed 100% sustainable, eco-friendly, and gluten-free. It is done. I hope it helps you. Now, leave. I need to rest for a spell. That fight wore me out. It's been ages since I swam that much. Maybe I should start exercising more and lose a little weight. So, Jatai is a guardian too. Like the one we faced in the forest in my time. I wonder if they're somehow connected to the Magi. Did you catch that, Solid Snail? We must locate the person who will help us use this mana. Kinda use a heal. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. If you're looking for the boss, I'm afraid he's had a bad day. He took off to get some rest in his lair. Best not to disturb him while he's in that mood. He has a short fuse. And besides, his lair is chock full of booby traps. Anyway, it's up to you. You've been warned. Yeah, okay, so no new dialogue from the bandits, it looks like. Okay, well, let's leave. Oh, my sword swings don't pick up coins anymore? Ah, no, they still do, it just has to be close. Yeah, again, I'm having trouble judging the distance on these sword swings. Well, that went a lot faster than I was expecting it to. Alright, so there's nothing up here. Which means the only other option would have been the bridge. And if we enter the bridge, it's going to be blocked and we're not going to be able to do anything about it. We get to see the 3D squirrel enemies, okay. Are these slimes leveled up? I thought they only split into two before. Where did that squirrel go? Okay, I was not expecting you to spit a bunch of spikes like that. Little squirrel on the loose, but I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. Hi there! It's not often you see somebody on this side of the bridge. We used to call this main bridge, but 100 years ago a boulder fell and blocked it. No one's ever been able to remove it. And again, since the war ended, people don't really come out to Demonia anymore. Anyway, I doubt any human will ever break that boulder. I think after 100 years they just, like, I don't know, dismantle the supports on the bridge or something and then have this boulder sink into the river. I guess that could actually be a problem, blocking the entire river. It's a pretty big boulder. River's wide enough to go around it, though. I don't know. Lack of problem solving. For sure, our boss is tough enough to smash that boulder. I tell you, though, he's stubborn as a frickin' goat. He barely ever leaves that haunted forest. You'd have to force him to move his hiney over here, but nobody'd dare. I mean, he just scares everybody off. But deep down, he's a real nice guy. Okay, so this isn't going to work yet because we haven't used the mana. I do not think I have the strength to break this boulder for now. Alright, let's go back to the Baba, I guess. Now that we have mana, can you help us? Ah, come on. There we go. Oh, what a fine young man you are. What can I do for you, darling? Wake an ally, I guess? Do you know what you're asking me, my little peach cobbler? First, I can only proceed with the awakening if you bring me enough mana. Mana is that life energy, extremely rare stuff. And even then, if the woken individual isn't ready to accept the awakening, they'll die. Oh, wonderful! You dug up some mana? Let's start off with this beefy one. He'll make an ideal test subject. Oh, so do I get to do this on everybody? And by awakening, I guess it means awaken their inner power, not literally wake up. Upgrading powers. Minos' power has reached level 2. You can focus longer to unleash a more powerful attack. And that's it. He's got nothing to say about that. What can I do for you, darling? You know what you're asking? Yeah. Short on mana. Come back later, my love-starved vampire. What can I do for you, darling? Nothing. You seen my rubber ducky? Okay, so I'm gonna have to wake up somebody else's power at some plot critical juncture. Probably. Once I defeat another guardian and get myself some more mana. I don't really need to do that, but they were there, so why not? Okay, go to level 2. You shall pass. Do you have anything to say about that? For sure, our boss is tough enough to smash that boulder. Yeah. I mean, the game did actually tell me that characters only have one bit of dialogue to say in this game. There was a character who called that out. Okay. So that's how those work now. Just hit them and then back off, hit them and back off. Might as well explore this because this is kind of a new zone. I'm curious. Well, I didn't actually test if the one would have been sufficient. Oh well. Anyway, I think we've cleared out this area, explored around it. Getting close to another level up. Let's go down here. And make it back to the city that we had an awful time in last time. I mean, it wasn't that bad, I guess, but... oh dear. Times they be a-changin'. Something's going on here. Pyramid of Prophet. There's nothing I could do here before, right? The Great Destroyer shall punish you all! Nee. What did I do to deserve such imbeciles? Nee. Well, will no one open this for me? You sent for someone, venerable prophet. Me! How dare you make me languish here? Ah, finally! One of these days I'll have to change that mechanism, but it's the surest way to protect my very precious Stone of Time! This guy seems trustworthy. And also totally sane. No. Cooldown is faster though, right? If I do this again at level 2, your cooldown's gonna be slower. Yeah, I guess so. Don't even try to scale the pyramid. It's so slippery even the famed ninja squirrels never made it to the top. To get inside, you need to reach it by air. But without wings, it cannot be done. Humans fly, as they say. You get an airship in this game too? Entrance to the Great Pyramid is restricted. Only the Prophet and the eldest disciples may go in, and there's no point searching for the key. The door only opens from the inside, which can be problematic at times, actually. Just the other day, the Prophet was locked out because of a sudden draft. It took a whole week to force the door open, and then it had to be replaced. The Prophet proclaimed drafts to be a sign of the world's annihilation. See that beautiful pyramid? We're the ones who built it. It required lots of hard work, but when water covers everything, we'll be able to take shelter in there. Still, a slight detail has been niggling me. You think it'll float? I came here to become a disciple, but novice training is really difficult. You have to master quite a few skills. I'm not sure I'll make it. Is that something that we're going to do at some point, or are we going to bypass this whole process? Oh, there's something over there. There's nothing over here, so I guess we'll go back down. Or down again, I guess. The number 5 has always intrigued me. I mean, really, it's a special number, don't you think? It pops up everywhere. The story of the 5 little pigs, the tale of the 5 musketeers, and of course, the 5 keys to be collected by the Great Destroyer before annihilating the world. As strange can be. Why 5? Well, that's one way to drop a hint, I suppose. Right, this is your specialty, isn't it? But maybe not this time. End of the road here? Nope, we can go, keep going. I've always dreamed of touching the Stone of Time, but only the Prophet has this honor. Our greatest treasure, kept safely atop the pyramid. You think that by touching, one can communicate with the Great Destroyer? Maybe. Okay, this is the end of the line. Well, the world is flooding, I guess? I mean, the world looked pretty dry to the south. You want to take the novice test? Later. It's up to you, but be aware that only the disciples will be saved during the annihilation. You want to take the novice test? Okay, fine. Fine. Listen carefully to my question and choose the correct answer. The Great Disaster was the first omen of the world's annihilation. What will the second be? Flood. Yes, exactly. That's why we built the pyramid. That way, we'll all be able to survive when water covers the world. Your novice training isn't over yet. That was just a guess, by the way, but it was the only thing that seemed like it had anything to do with what was going on. Speak to the other professors to continue the test. Oh, I see. You want to take the novice test? Yes. Fine. Listen carefully to my question and choose the correct answer. Before destroying the world, the Great Destroyer must first do something. What is it? Grind to 70, reach a power level of 9,000, but not over 9,000, that would be too much. Collect the 5 keys, or go to the bathroom. I mean, probably, but collect the 5 keys. Yes, that's it. There's surely a hidden meaning to the keys, but the Prophet is unequivocal when it comes to the number 5. Your novice training isn't over yet. Speak to the other professors to continue the test. Okay, so that makes sense why there's 3 of these then. You want to take the novice test? Yes. Fine. Listen carefully to my question and choose the correct answer. The Great Eye symbolizes the Great Destroyer. It is etched into our most precious treasure. What is this treasure? The Triforce, a 1-up mushroom, Excalibur, or the Stone of Time. Okay, pretty easy questions. The Flood was the only one that was not a given, but still highly likely. Well done. Indeed, the Stone of Time is kept at the very top of the pyramid. The Prophet discovered it near the smug, shortly after the Great Disaster. Congratulations! You passed the novice test. But that's only the first step. To become a disciple, you need to go to Windy Valley and then climb Mount Alpha. Atop Mount Alpha, you'll have to spend an entire day meditating before our symbol, the Great Eye. Only then will you be ready to become a disciple. Okay, well, we've done something here. Something that I will probably need to do at some point. This doesn't seem like, well, I would say it doesn't seem like the kind of game to have elaborate side quests, but the first Evoland did. Well, not maybe elaborate's the wrong word, but the first Evoland did have side quests. So this possible. This seems a little bit too important for that, though. Alright, yeah, I remembered that this was a thing. Is it going to be the same as before? Pay money to chop down bushes? No, it looks different. Smash the ground here. Will something interesting happen? No. Okay. This is... okay, so this is just nothing at the moment. No back area that we can get to. Oh. Did I just not walk far enough south before? Bro! Look! Look at that! What happened here? Where's my village? My parents? My friends? Everything's gone! I had my suspicions, but now I'm sure of it. This isn't our time period. We have to find out what happened. Well, there was that great cataclysm thing, right? Let's try Genova. Someone there should be able to tell us. Maybe we'll get arrested again. Oh no, this is water down here. It's just... is that water or is it wind? There's something flowing. Did they drain all of the water or are they polluted into here? Is this like a... I would say thinly veiled, but I mean, you know, just straight up blatant environmental message thing? It's kind of funny. You can find these... it's kind of a trope in JRPGs in a way, where a lot of them have these, like, this, like, environmental, like, propaganda, like, I don't know. Maybe that's not quite the right word to use for that, but, like, this messaging. It's like, you should, you know, take care of the environment and all that. So this could be a reference to that, or it could just be people doing their own thing. Shiro Harbor. This place looks a lot more active. May just be because it's in 3D. To be a sailor's wife, you have to learn patience, and then avoid worrying too much. Especially with all those tales people tell about the Cursed Isle. Yeah, I'd imagine your husband's away for long periods of time. Moving crates and barrels around all day is exhausting, but it pays good. No, can't interact with that. Life isn't all peaches and cream out at sea, but things are even worse on land. Well, at least the captain isn't around to keep tabs on us. Yeah, I suppose if the world's gonna flood, being on a boat wouldn't be the worst idea. People have tried that in the past, haven't they? There's a story about that. Sailors are really superstitious. Just listen to them talk about the Cursed Isle. They think the ghost of the dreaded pirate Roberts lives there. Nobody knows if he even existed, so his ghost? Maybe he was a ghost all along. You ever think of that? Okay. Visible wall there. Yeah, cannot seem to interact with any of these buildings. Life isn't all peaches and cream, I see, but things. At least the captain isn't around to keep tabs on us. Really? That was you? I thought that was you. Okay, never mind. That latest storm caused more flooding. It gets worse every year. If it keeps up like this, the harbor will be swallowed up by the sea. Finally, a bit of rest. The captain works us to the bone, but being a sailor is a calling. The open sea, exploring the unknown. Adventure with a capital A, my friend. If only there weren't all these planks to scrub, sails to furl, rigging to repair. Well, he works you to the bone, eh? I guess he really wants a skeleton crew on his ship. I came to board the ship, but the captain refused to leave. May the wrath of the great destroyer strike him down. Well, once we've arrived, I mean. I'd rather nothing happened on the way there. If you want to set sail, you'll have to ask the captain. He's the one who decides when we leave and where we're headed. There'll be no leaving the harbor for now. I've got a bad feeling, and I'm almost always right. It must be the ghost of that infamous pirate Roberts. That island off the coast is cursed, I tell ya. If you want to sail, go and get a force majeure letter from someone in the Council of Traders. Till then, I won't budge. You'd be able to score one in Genova if you look around, but it'll cost you a pretty penny. Traders aren't known to give stuff away. You're gonna have to work with the same person as before. I just wanted to see her face. There's a beard. Okay. So 2 things to do. Become a disciple, or go to the town. Let's go back to the previous area. I don't know why I'm being stubborn about avoiding Genova, but I've just decided that that's the last thing I'm going to do. So let's go back here and... oh, okay, we can just run across the bridge now. That's convenient. Bluff? Oh, wait. Is this not the place? For some reason... no, they said Apex something, didn't they? For some reason I thought I had to meditate here, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, Geneva it is. Apex Mountain. Wait, isn't that... it was Apex Mountain, right? Well, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. You are now entering the great trade capital, Genova. Be sure not to make any trouble, and we'll ensure your safety. How can you be a trade capital if you're the only city in the world? Like, there wouldn't really... I mean, you could trade internally, I suppose, but... maybe there's stuff on other continents, we just haven't seen it yet. Traders and disciples, all day long all I see are traders and disciples. It's crazy. Has everyone really become a trader or a disciple? Well, not yet. We're working on it, though. You just got to Genova, right? It's obvious from your tan. You spent too much time outdoors. In Genova, my delicate skin is protected from the sun's harmful rays by the vapors of the smug. Okay, that's what the smug is. Got it. Are you in the market for a smug-fueled furnace? Step right up. Ours are the very best out there. Guaranteed to have minimal smug emissions. And at an unbeatable price, too. Buy a smug furnace and you'll save on wood. It's very good for the forest. Did you know that? And if you purchase one right now, you'll pay 0.1% less tax. So what do you say? Sure. Wonderful. But you have no home? You'll have to buy one before having a smug furnace installed. Find another trader for that. I don't do real estate. Subtle. Oh. Okay, we can just walk in here. It's a great honor for a disciple to be able to, to guard Mr. Fogwell's home. Oh, you don't know Mr. Fogwell? He's only one of the richest merchants on the whole continent. Mr. Fogwell's a real nice trader. Maybe too nice, in fact. Whenever he says hello, I immediately want to buy something from him. Either way, he's a very powerful trader. For goodness sake, Marion. I've told you 1,000 times not to wrinkle the linens. Poor girl, you have absolutely no sense of perfection. The Great Destroyer demands perfection, and I serve the Prophet, who represents the Great Destroyer. The Missus is so demanding, I'm more frightened of her than of the Great Destroyer. I'm not even sure he actually exists. The Missus, on the other hand, I couldn't be more sure. I've gone and blasphemed without meaning to. Please don't turn me in to the disciples, I beg you. Can we do that? Oh, there's a hat. Mr. Mudwell. Well, hello there, citizen. What can I do for you? Who are you? Oh, I am but a humble trader from a long line of traders. My grandfather was already a professional merchant at the time of the Empire. He was a real hero, helping those who needed passage in or out of Genova during the war. He did many favors, and he also earned money, his keep, by working hard. Thus was born the Fogwell dynasty. Quite a beautiful story, ain't it? What can I do for you? Yeah, he's the guy who smuggled us out, and then we took our money back from him, I believe. If I remember right. The Great Disaster. The Great Disaster happened 60 years ago on the 50th anniversary of the Empire's victory over the demons. No one knows exactly what happened, except that a huge explosion wiped out the southern part of the continent. Genova was not entirely spared, and the turmoil that followed ultimately led to the Empire's demise. Thankfully, the traders were there to restore order. What can I do for you? The traders. After the Great Disaster, my father and his merchant friends came to the— Wait a minute. Your dialogue options changed after I talked to you. Pattern has been broken. Come to the Empire's rescue. They formed the council that would take actions necessary to Genova's survival. Someone needed to act quickly, what with all the chaos. A militia was created to replace the army. The former imperial tax system was abolished to make way for a fairer system. They gave people their freedom back. Since then, everyone is free to do trade and become wealthier. Oh, naturally, traders' sons all become traders themselves, but at least everyone has a chance. What can I do for you? The smug. The explosion of the Great Disaster left behind a gaping hole filled with this strange substance. As no one rightfully knew what the stuff was, people called it smug. Our scientists quickly found that the smug could be used as an energy source. The traders declared a monopoly on the buying and selling of smug and built the smug line to transport it to Genova. Since then, everything here has been fueled with smug, and every time people use some, more money lines the council's pockets. Isn't technology grand? What can I do for you? A boat. So, you're looking to get to the Cursed Isle? It's a weird place, I wouldn't go near it if I were you. But hey, it's your call. A force majeure letter signed by me is all you need to set sail. Naturally, it'll cost you. Would you have something interesting to trade? Gravity, would you be interested in that? What on earth is that? Why would I want that? Candy that's been licked? I guess probably not. Loyalty badge. Oh! Why, that's one of my grandfather's badges! I thought they'd all been lost in the Great Disaster. Couldn't quite remember where this badge came from. Okay. Their value is strictly sentimental. Please, give it to me in exchange for a pass of safe conduct. Okay. Thank you. As promised, here you go. Got a pass of safe conduct. Captain Stubbing will welcome you aboard with a smile. Well, hello there, citizen. What can I do for you? Nothing at all. Okay. Nobody's freaking out about the fact that one of the demons from the has reappeared. After 50 years? Okay. The great disaster. My village, swallowed up by the smug. And look what's become of Genova, Kuro. Is that really our future? He did not mention demons. They must be hiding somewhere. I cannot believe they all vanished into thin air. That's not the #1 problem here. My village, my parents, everyone's gone. I mean, that's kind of the same problem he has. Kuro, we have to stop this great disaster from happening. I understand your anguish, Miss Fina. But if it is indeed possible to change the course of events, we should start by saving my people. That can't be changed, Menos. The demon's defeat is a part of history. I learned about it in school. It's in the past. But what's happened here, that hasn't happened yet. Perhaps in your past, Miss Fina. But to me, your present is my future. What might happen to the Empire is none of my concern. I want my people to live, to not be wiped out by our enemy. But if the Empire doesn't defeat the demons, that could change everything. I mean, maybe I wouldn't even exist. It's just too risky. And what of the people who live here and now? Maybe they too will disappear if you alter the past. Does that not bother you at all? But who knows exactly what can or cannot be changed? It may well be that all of this already exists. Perhaps we have already come here. We have done all this, so no matter what we do, nothing can be changed. You know what, Menos? I don't really know. But I'm at least going to try. That's all we can do. How about you, Kuro? You think we can change time? Yes. See, Menos, Kuro is an optimist, just like me. And if we can, what do you think we should change? Why not change everything? Change... We can, but let's not. I mean, that's actually not an entirely unreasonable answer, but we'll go with the protagonist option here. Thank you, Salt Snail. I knew that I could count on you. Are you sure, Kuro? It's pretty risky. Could throw off the world's balance. Well, I mean, if this is how the world ends up, then that's kind of the goal, isn't it? But we would still need to be able to turn back time. I do not know what is possible or even reasonable to hope for. Before anything else, we must find a Magilith. And that much, I completely agree, Menos. Let's go to the library and dig up some info. I have a good feeling we'll find out where there's a Magilith. You heard that, Kuro? Let's get going. Do you really think the Great Destroyer caused the Great Disaster? And what about this business with the 5 keys he needs to collect before destroying the world? Okay, we can go into the buildings here. Mummy worries a lot. Are all adults like that? Yes. Our family has been poor for generations, but at least before we could see the sun. Now everything uses smog. The smoke blocks out the sun and everyone's getting sick. The traders are the only ones getting richer. What do we get out of it, huh? I worry about my daughter's future. Well, I mean, you get eating out of it. When I was little, I'd always go hide in the sewers with my friends. It was full of rats and other disgusting stuff, but man, did we have a good time. Ever since the Great Disaster, I just don't enjoy life anymore. I just don't enjoy life anymore. No building I can enter. From there? Okay, I guess I enter from here. Ahaha, oh how easy it is to cook with a smug burning stove. Can't do without it anymore. What, you've heard smug fumes are toxic? Everyone has to die of something. Plus, considering how much it cost me, I have to make good use of it now. Are you in the market for a smoke-fueled furnace? It's you. What are you, sales pitch proof? If everybody's like you, my business will go down the drain. Oh, my sweet. one day I'll take you far away from the smug fumes, all the way to Sylph Forest, where time stands still. Our love will be eternal there. Oh, that's so romantic. But I'd rather go hiking on the frozen continent with only our love to warm our frost-bitten bodies. I am your faithful knight. Your wish is my command. I see many hardships in this couple's future. Oh, my love. Oh, my darling. How about I invite my mother to come along? How about we forget the whole thing? Yeah, that's not the thing to say there. Prophet Patrol. Anything to report? Any individual who insults the Great Destroyer is to be considered a blasphemer. Or anyone insulting the Prophet, who was sent here as our savior. Of course, simply doubting the Great Destroyer's existence is blasphemous in itself. I guess I do have something to report, but you didn't give me an option. The Great Destroyer will reward you with his truth if you see any blaspheming. Let's talk to the middle person. Prophet Patrol, anything to report? Just because the world will soon be annihilated by the Great Destroyer doesn't mean you should deny his existence. Only those who've helped the Prophet will be saved. So I don't have the ability to report the maid. Okay. Disciples trained at the Prophet's Pyramid west of here. It's got a big eye engraved on it. You can't miss it. Back in the Imperial days, this place was an orphanage for children whose parents died in the war. Nowadays, it's a home for people bankrupted by the traders and who have nothing left. I would have preferred taking care of the children. Adults only get what they deserve. It's their own fault if they're in debt, right? Makes you wonder why they do it. Didn't anybody tell them what might happen? Why? Why, oh why did I accept that contract? Every day I ask myself the same question over and over. My wife's never forgiven me. To think that I was taught to just say no to traders who want to sell me things I don't need. Leave me. I just want to die alone. I really tried, you know? After working so hard, I had almost managed to become a trader. And now I've lost everything. It's my fault. All my fault. Yeah, this city is just as cheerful as ever. I guess I haven't gone into the top here. Hello there. We have lots of high-quality equipment for sale, all forged with the power of the smug. Take your pick. Smug belt, defense -3. Smug boots, +2. Attack E, defense E. What does? Oh, the equip. These are what I have. Okay. I see. So the smug belt would make me weaker. I guess because I've already got the special one. We can get the smug boots. Buy smug boots? Yes. No more smelly feet. Now they just smell like smug. And... thank you. Come back soon. Can I de-equip? If I get the belt, it will replace the other one I have? I guess I'm not going to bother. Is there a way through here? There is. Okay. Red goop. Would you say that's alive? Probably make a potion out of that. Let's double check everything first. Mimi, did you get the key? Yep, Saku. I got it. Brilliant! How about you, Ribbon? Do you have the map? Yeah, boss. I've got the map. Awesome! I hereby declare, Operation No Toys But Plenty of Books has begun. Saku, I think we should come up with a better name for our operation. I think so too. How about we call it Operation Super Mimi? Ah, no. Mimi, it's not just your operation, it's all of ours. And so, might I suggest, Operation Saku and her friends? No way! Why should there only be your name in our operation? Maybe because it was my idea in the first place? Well, I am the one who stole my dad's key. If I get caught, I won't get dessert for at least 3 days. Which means I'm the one taking the biggest risk here. Stop arguing, you two. I just want to read the books that are hidden in the library. It's so boring without any toys. So why not call our Operation Books for Ribbon? No! Oh, you guys are so mean to me. I'm gonna cry. Ribbon. Come on now, don't throw a fit. Hey, how about we go back to our HQ to choose the name? Good idea, Mimi. Alright everybody, return to HQ. Hey, wait for me, you guys. Oh, that was a thing. We need their help to get into the library, maybe? This place looks familiar. You don't look like you're from around here. Bit of advice, try not to blaspheme near disciples or certain members of the militia. Makes no difference to me, but some are a bit overzealous. How do you blaspheme? Oh, there's loads of different ways, and they just seem to get more uncompromising every day. Tell you what, better yet, don't say a thing. Anyway, you don't really look like the chatty type. The old Imperial jail was abandoned since there wasn't any need for it. Oh, there's still plenty of criminals out there, mainly blasphemers, but they were too expensive to feed and house. Don't get me wrong, we're not savages, we're not going to execute them or anything. That would be way too expensive anyway. No, instead we send them into the smug. Nobody's ever come back, but at least we're giving them a shot. Okay, well that was an important bit of world building. I have a feeling that we're going to be going to the smug in the near future. Do you believe in the Great Destroyer? If you believe what the Prophet's disciples say, he's going to destroy the world. But if you ask for a precise date, they all get pretty vague. Maybe it won't happen for a few centuries? I joined the militia to defend Genova, not to apprehend blasphemers. Plus, with every passing day, the definition of blasphemy gets broader. At this rate, I can't say how far we'll go. Maybe we'll end up throwing everybody in the smug. The militia is being increasingly replaced with patrols of the Prophet's disciples. Oh, but I'm not a blasphemer, just maybe it'd be better to keep things separate? My plan's to work in the militia for a few years. After that, I'll save up and become a wealthy trader. It could happen. It's in our constitution even. Well, very few have done it so far. Except for the sons of traders, of course, but that's only natural, right? Anyway, I'll be one of the first to make it big. I just need to pull myself up from my bootstraps. I'd rather eat here than in the tavern. This way, I save up money to buy myself a meal at McDonald's every once in a while. Makes me drool just thinking about it. That place is still around, I guess. If the Prophet has his rules, so does the militia. First rule of the militia, you do not talk about the militia. Second rule of the militia, you do not talk about the militia. Don't even ask about Rule 34. Oh dear. No, we're not touching that rule. After a long day, members of the militia come and rest here in the old Imperial Guard room. It's funny to think that 100 years ago, during the war, soldiers actually lived here. They must have had very skilled lieutenants to have won the war. Funny that the people of the time told a different story. No, don't take. In the burrow. Okay, well we got some money. Thank you for the money. And this is how you become a trader. By working hard to save money. By taking it from other people. When I was young, I often came and played in the streets of Genova. But after the Great Disaster, the city became a terrible place, with the traders and the Prophets seizing power. And the smug. Makes me cough, and many residents have fallen sick as well. Ever since, I've cut down on trips to Genova as much as possible. And this city seems a lot bigger in 3D. When I gaze at this fountain, I think of the future. The prophet has revealed it to us. He alone holds the truth. Water will wash over the world, and all will be flooded. The Great Destroyer is already at work, but the prophet will save us. Many years ago, this was the Emperor's palace, but nowadays it's where the Council of Traders operates from. Most of the traders reside in the palace, with the exception of a few like Mr. Mudwell who live in town. Have you ever been to the Emperor's former palace? Yes. Oh? How did he manage that? Only the Council of Traders can access the palace. Yeah, we can't get in, okay. Is there anything I can do back here? Maybe not. What? By lying stretched out in the ground, I can commune with the Great Destroyer. The Great Destroyer is omnipotent. He will destroy the world in order to rebuild it. Do you think he can hear me? Sure, the Great Destroyer flattened a whole part of the continent, but that's also where we get smug from. As to say, all's well that ends well, right? Well, except for all the victims of the Great Disaster, of course. But then, apparently, they didn't suffer at all. Boom, gone in an instant. I mean, I don't know much about it, eh? I wasn't born yet. Well, it's good to have a positive outlook on things, I guess. Right, so... I haven't gone in here yet. Ah, I see the kids. So many NPCs. Food here's okay, but it's small beans compared to McDonald's, best restaurant on the whole continent. My daughter likes to play with her friends out in the courtyard at the inn. Can't imagine what they do out there all day. Ah, but perhaps you would like to rest for a while? Not yet. Talk to people first and we'll rest later. There's a second story to this place now. Got any part-time jobs for me? Getting harder to find non-smug enriched fruits and veggies. Sure, they look pretty, they've got brighter colors, but they're completely tasteless. How am I supposed to use that stuff to cook up some proper plates of food? Did see the door there, but we're gonna leave the girls alone, since I think that might be progress. Get through the library. Well, yeah. Hello. All these books everywhere. I do hope the Prophet will enact a law banning them. I'll make millions off this contract. Assuming they don't read the fine print. Okay, well we can take your money too, I guess. Could I be looting all of these? Wonder. Step aside, old man. Can't you see I'm walking here? Mommy, that man looks poor. Don't touch me, mister. You're gonna give me diseases. Being a trader's wife isn't exactly a cakewalk. True enough, we want for nothing, but my husband is away very often and compensates by bringing our girls presents. I think they'd be better off if you were around more. I can't discipline them. I think they're just too cute to punish them. I don't know, it didn't make a solid first impression on me. Other people never think your kids are as cute as you think they are. It's just one of those realities. I just can't sleep with all the noise from those girls next door. Why doesn't their mother tell them to ease up a bit? Because they're too cute to discipline or something like that. Alright, let's just get this started. I know there's still stuff in the town I haven't seen, but probably do that next time. Watch out, girls! There's a creepy guy staring at us! Oh, maybe not. Also, did I miss the opportunity to grab this chest? That? No, it's nothing. It's empty. Huh? Who are you? What are you doing in our HQ? Operation Solid Snail? Tempting. Yeah, not bad. But I think we can come up with something better. I'm just passing through. Oh, okay, well then, keep walking. I'm looking for the key. I guess that's true. I want to help you? Not really. Oh, really? Hear that, Mimi? He wants to help us. But help us with what exactly? Good point. Help us with what? I was just about to ask that. So, you want to help us do what exactly? Steal books, get toys. I just need the key. I don't know steal books. Steal books? Seriously, are you nuts? You working for the Prophet's Secret Service or something? You really think we'll admit to something like that? Forget about it. You're too green to try and nab us. Can I just talk to you and restart this whole conversation? Looking for the key. The key? What key? You think I'm an idiot or something? Oh, they actually changed the dialogue. I just need the key. Steal books. How about get toys? Toys? What for? We don't need no stinking toys. We're not little girls who play with dollies. We do much more interesting stuff than that, right, girls? Yeah, Saku? For sure. So you see, keep your toys. Besides, they're illegal here. I guess we'll try the last conversation option. I just need the key. Say, you know what? I like people who are direct, who know what they want. So, say you find this key of yours, like maybe in a safe or a chest or something, and maybe you use it to get into the library, and in the library, say you find, oh, I don't know, a book? In this purely hypothetical scenario, would you bring it to us? Yes. Promise? Yes. Cross your heart and hope to die? No. Yeah, okay, forget it. Darn it. I should have known. Like, do you promise on your life? Yes. Well, I think we'll get along just fine. Keep your promise, and you'll have nothing to worry about. You got the key to the library. It opens the gateway to knowledge, and maybe new problems, too. Keep to your word, and you'll have no trouble. Yeah, so your dialogue changes. Alright. Perhaps you'd like to rest for a while? Yes. I'm afraid the militia's orders are quite strict. I'm not allowed to give shelter to any foreigner unless they happen to be a disciple of the Prophet. But hey, I'm not complaining. Please don't tell anyone I'm complaining. Oh. Well, this is a little bit awkward. Have I seen a single save point in this entire segment? I guess I can go back to the dungeon. The Haunted Woods. Have you noticed those pipes outside Genova? They pump the smug that provides us with energy. What is smug composed of? I don't know. Why? You think it could be dangerous? Possibly. You there, it's your lucky day. You just won this gem of a home. Claiming it is so simple, a child could do it. A child with 10,000 G, that is, my modest purchase fee. So, what do you say? Yes. You seem to be short, but come back when you have enough. Alright, so we could buy a house. Alright, there was a farm down here, but I guess not anymore. Ah, okay. Yeah, talk to her. Store is closed. I can't seem to find my key to the library, but I'm certain I left it here. I simply must find it to continue my study of the scientific explanation for the predominance of traders in an eco-religious system within a post-disaster society. Mimi isn't back yet. Still hanging around with her friends by the inn, I suppose. Well, as long as she stays out of trouble and lets me work. Now, where is that blasted key? Yes, staying out of trouble. Oh, you look different. Let me through. I'm training. I'll need to build up strength if I want to climb Mount Alpha. That's the only way to become a disciple. Oh, right, that was the name of the mountain. Okay, McDonald's is the only place we haven't been. I suppose you guys have a save point. Nope, but you do have like a million NPCs to talk to. I like how everything's natural. Did you know all the food is guaranteed smug-free? That means it's healthy, and what's more important in life than being healthy? Man, the food here is amazing. Me and the wife come here all the time. Things have changed. No doubt about it. It's nice to eat something other than camp food. Luckily, I've moved up in the ranks, otherwise I'd still be digging with the other idiots. Gotta say, once you're selected to join the elite, you've got it easy. I drink to all those morons who believe in the Great Destroyer. Without their donations, we could never afford this kind of joint. I should report you for blasphemy. His face is all red and he's barely speaking. I hope he didn't eat anything too spicy. It makes him seem so delicate, it's adorable. It's been months since I started saving up to ask Flora out to this restaurant. I still want to tell her how I feel, but I just can't. Yeah, that's what I thought was going on there. Welcome to McDonald's. We've been serving healthy gourmet food for over 100 years. That is a lie. My great-grandfather founded this restaurant, which fast became the best place to dine in all of Genova. He's a real legend in our family. Looks like I cannot order food here. Also, there appears to be a new. Alright, well... It's a house for 10,000. Let's see, library, we haven't been in here. Oh. Hijacked by plot. Just gonna talk to the guard. Look, Kuro, the Imperial Library! I'm not sure what it's like now, but in my day it was known for its many documents. I bet if we go there, we'll find out plenty about this time period. We're also likely to have something on the location of the Magilliths. We'll have to find another one to get back home, seeing as the one that got us here was destroyed. The Magilliths are quite rare, and even if we were to find one, how would we activate it? Not to mention, it could end up taking us to an entirely new era. Menos, stop being so defeatist! What else can we do besides try? Nothing we can do will change anything. My people, my son, all of them dead. Ah! Kuro, I think Menos is going to need some time to adjust. Let's try finding information as fast as we can. Library access is restricted to researchers. They're the only ones with keys. Yeah, I know. Who'd want to read books anyway? Utterly pointless. Not seeing a save point. I really should have just gone back to the dungeon. Welcome to the Genova Library. I suppose you're the new students? Yes. I am the Dean of the Genova Library. We researchers devote our lives to extremely important matters. For example, finding out why it itches when one is bitten by a mosquito. Oh, we're not concerned with finding a cure or some such nonsense. Knowing why it itches is clearly more interesting. By the by, I will discuss my own research when time permits. I am an expert in the study of the ancient Magi civilization, specifically the legends surrounding their use of strange powers in late antiquity. But before I can tell you all about that, you'll need to complete your studies. It's just that. It's just that... Look, Professor, we're in quite a hurry, and... Quiet! You are students, and in the library you must submit to your professor's authority. Unless you do not wish to learn anything. In which case, get out! Please forgive student Menos, Mr. Dean, sir. We'd be delighted to follow your lessons, in particular the ones about the Magiliths. Right, Menos? Yes. Well then, if you're determined, let us begin. You must receive credit for 6 core disciplines, courses in various fields. To do so, you must speak to my researcher colleagues in the library. Each of them will submit a problem allowing you to get credit for a particular subject. You can choose your own curriculum. You're under no obligation to do all of them, but I may have a little reward if you complete all 8. Did you get all that? Yes. Splendid. Have fun studying then. Come back when you are all done. But no sooner than that. I simply hate being disturbed. He reminds me of my old professor. I've always loved studying, it's fun. He seems to know much about the Magi. He will certainly have much to tell us about the Magiliths. I feel like my pronunciation of these words is changing every time I say it. This place is really big, and you know what? At this point, I've given up hope on finding a save point here, so I'm actually just going to... I'm going to run back... I'm going to run back to the cave. Or, sorry, the haunted forest. Was that the way out? Yes. Run back to the haunted forest. So I don't think... I can't save on the world map, right? No. So haunted forest is going to be... closest save point then. It's really a persistent issue with this game. And then the fact that some of these save points... Oh, I guess we need money now. Some of these save points also require... are limited use, like they'll expire, and then I have to go through them again, or have to like do things in order to get access to them again, which is just a pain. Definitely my biggest complaint about this game is the save system. The previous one had save anywhere at the very least. Pretty sure. It hasn't respawned? Are you serious? There's one to the right, right? That chest I never got. Okay, that one looks like it's active. Okay. Yeah, this is a serious issue with the game design. But anyway, hit a save point. Saved up. Next time, I guess we're studying. I will see you then.